ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. Introduction. The Mahabharata battle is over. Bhishmacharya is sleeping on a bed of arrows. Here, the coronation of Dharmaraja is in progress in the presence of Sri Krishna and Vedavyasa. With force, Dharmaraja has agreed for the coronation. However, he was not happy and at peace, since gallant, elderly, lakhs and lakhs of soldiers perished. Dharmaraja was guilty and thought that because of him they all perished. When Dharmaraja was in this condition, Sri Krishna brought Dharmaraja in front of Bhishmacharya and requested Bhishmacharya to preach righteousness and wisdom. Bhishmacharya praises Dharmaraja for taking the side of righteousness and winning the war and tells Dharmaraja, "If you had not taken the side of righteousness and fought against evil, I would have considered you as a coward." Listening to the words of Bhishmacharya, Dharmaraja's guilt vanished, and he also requested Bhishmacharya to preach righteousness and wisdom. Hence, Bhishmacharya preaching Dharmaraja about righteousness and wisdom is recorded in the Anushasana Parva as important verses by Sri Vedavyasa as 1000 characteristic of the god. It is interesting to note that Bhishmacharya, who knew Sri Lord Krishna as a supreme deity, was looking at Sri Lord Krishna, who was wearing a garland made of tulsi leaves, and imparting righteousness and wisdom to Dharmaraja in the form of 1000 characteristic of the Lord, who was right in front of him. The 1000 names that comes in Vishnu Sahasranama extols the 1000 characteristic of the God. Our names are not characteristic. It is mere means to recognize us. That is, one can say, "Yes, I am here," when your name is called. However, the God's every name defines his characteristic. There are various Sahasranamas. The most famous among those are Lalita Sahasranama, Shiva Sahasranama, Ganesha Sahasranama, Narasimha Sahasranama, etc. Amongst all, the Vishnu Sahasranama is the one that has been interpreted by various philosophers, and the one that is a part of Mahabharata and regarded as the cream of all Sahasranamas. There is also a Vishnu Sahasranama in Padma Purana, but it is not that famous. The Vishnu Sahasranama that comes in Anushasana Parva of Mahabharata is comprised of 13 verses in prologue, 117 verses as the main body, and 22 verses in epilogue. In all, 152 verses. It is interesting to note, when we add 1 plus 5 plus 2 equal to 8, the 8th avatara Sri Krishna, who was right in front of Bhishmacharya when Vishnu Sahasranama knowledge was imparted. Also, Ashtami or 8 happens to be when Sri Krishna was born. You may find more than 152 verses in many recordings and or books, and some of these have come from various other sources. For example, 1. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. This is a verse from the Brahat Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra in the Uttarakanda of Padma Purana, 72.335. 2. Sanjaya Uvacha Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Patu Dhanudharaha. This verse comes before the Bhagavad Gita Upadesha in Mahabharata. 3. Ananyas Chintayanto Ma Ejana Paryupasate. This verse is from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 22, etc. It is nothing wrong to recite these verses as part of Vishnu Sahasranama. However, please note, these are not part of the Vishnu Sahasranama that comes in Anushasana Parva of Mahabharata and has been added for convenience. In the Vishnu Sahasranama, we can notice some characteristic comes more than once. Here, every characteristic can be interpreted in 100 ways. Hence, if a characteristic comes twice, it has 200 interpretations, extolling the greatness, righteousness, and wisdom of the Lord. It is impossible for human mind to comprehend all the characteristics of the Lord. Even goddess Mahalakshmi also is still trying to comprehend. The most important chapter, Anushasana Parva in Mahabharata, contains the Vishnu Sahasranama. Seers and elders have extolled the greatness of Mahabharata, authored by Vedavyasa as the cream among all the Vedic literature. This is the God's creation. Because Sri Vedavyasa is one of the 24 incarnations of the Lord. Among all Vedic literature, Mahabharata is the conclusion. In the past, by the request of Vedavyasa, the deities and rishis placed Mahabharata on one scale and all the Vedas on one scale, and Mahabharata was proven superior to all the Vedas. The summary of Mahabharata is contained in 700 verses of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and 1000 names contained in Vishnu Sahasranama. Mahabharata contains important meanings and psychologically trains our mind. The epic explains the behavior and situations experienced by our mind and body. The epic explains the battle our mind and body experiences when dealing with truth, untruth, justice, injustice, good, evil. The 7 characteristics represented below in Mahabharata represent the 18 characteristics or behavior exhibited by all human beings. Dharmaraja, justice. Bhimasena, devotion, wisdom, renunciation, consciousness, intellect, swiftness, statefulness, attached detachment, that is yoga, spirit, and strength. Arjuna, hear, think and reflect, and intellectual consciousness. 4 and 5, Nakula and Sahadeva, character and courtesy. Draupadi, knower of the correct knowledge. Sri Krishna, he is the knowledge himself. Every verse, word, and letter in the Mahabharata explains the one who is above this 18 characteristic. Mahabharata has 100,000 verses, that is 1 lakh verses. That is 3,200,000 letters, that is 32 lakhs. Every letter is the name and explains the characteristic of the god. This is the reason reciting Mahabharata is essentially remembering the names and characteristic of the god. It is difficult for every human being to understand and recollect every day the 1 lakh verses. Hence, Sri Vedavyasa extracted 700 verses in the form of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and 1000 names contained in the Vishnu Sahasranama to help us understand and recollect every day the names and characteristic of the god. Every verse in the Veda has at least 3 meanings. Every verse in the Mahabharata has at least 10 meanings. And every verse in the Vishnu Sahasranama has at least 100 meanings. Hence, seers and elders proclaimed Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama as important scriptures. Sri Vedavyasa provided us the summary of the Vedas in the form of Brihati Sahasra containing 1000 verses and 72,000 letters explaining the names and characteristic of the god. The summary of the 1000 verses in Brihati Sahasra is contained in the Vishnu Sahasranama. A human being lifespan is 100 years, that is made of 36,000 days and 36,000 nights. A human being is made up of 72,000 network of channels through which the energy travels, that is peripheral nerves and blood vessels. Out of this 72,000 peripheral nerves and blood vessels, 32,000 are distributed on the left and 32,000 are on your right. And if there is proper flow of energy and blood, one will stay healthy. That is the reason, for the reason one does Gayatri Japa for 1000 times, 3 times a day to channel proper flow of energy and blood. Because Gayatri Japa has 24 letters, 1000 recitations are equal to 24,000, and reciting Gayatri Japa for 3 times, that is 1000 times each, is equal to 72,000. If one recites Gayatri Japa for more than 72 times, it is hard for our body to regulate our energy, and blood flowing to the peripheral nerves and vessels may lead to undesirable consequences. By reciting Vishnu Sahasranama once is equal to reciting to 72,000 letters in Brihati Sahasra. Hence, we can cleanse and regulate the flow of energy and blood through the 72,000 peripheral nerves and vessels. Hence, Vishnu Sahasranama is the remedy to treat various diseases. It is also important to know the meanings when reciting Vishnu Sahasranama, else it will be mundane. When should one recite the Vishnu Sahasranama? Vishnu Sahasranama is an important contribution from Sri Vedavyasa. This can be recited by male or female, and a person belonging to any religion or varna, any time of the day or night. Vishnu Sahasranama can be recited before taking shower, bath, or after shower bath, or in any location, example your hotel, your car, home, temple, etc. One has to recite Vishnu Sahasranama with devotion, belief, pure consciousness, by proper pronunciation and breath control. If we do not pronounce properly, since all words letter describe the God, He will forgive us. Come, let us understand the meaning embodied in Vishnu Sahasranama. Hari Om.